Okay. Hello. How is everyone? If you can just stick it in the chat, that'd be great. Thank you, Hollybugs. Loud and clear from Ken Pringle. Thank you very much. Okay, cool. Right then. So this is the recap and updates for the webinar that we had last night, the corporate webinar, which was on the 20th of October 2022. And I'm here to give you a bit of a breakdown, recap it, and all of the rest of it. Before we get into the recap of last night, okay, it's Friday. And what happens now on Fridays is that we have a new website. Now, I hope you've all been over to have a look at it. Again, very, very different. It's I keep saying the same thing. I don't know how they do it, and I don't know how they keep producing such different web pages for us. Now, this one, if you go and have a look at it, the auto navigation is there as has been over the last 2 or 3. But this time there is a video in the background that is changing. And over the top of that video, we have different bits that are auto navigating across. And that's going left to right. And this is without the auto navigation also going up and down. So you've got a video in the background, you've got stuff going across the video, and you've also got the auto navigation up and down. And it really is visually very, very appealing. I mean, we are an technology company, produce digital products and services using artificial intelligence. When somebody looks at a website like this, they are going to be absolutely not only blown away by the clarity, the information that is there, but they are going to go, yeah, these guys know what they are doing. Because if they can produce a website like this, just imagine what their products are going to be like as well. So it is that first impression that is extremely important to get over. And that's kind of the feel of what I'm going to start talking about with the recap and what I've just mentioned now as well. But one thing I want everybody to go and have a look at is the About Us section on these websites. It's at the top on the tab. Okay. It is the ideal place to send anybody who says to you, what's this OnPassive thing all about? Can you tell me what OnPassive is all about? It's very easy. You get your link out of your back office, you send it to them, okay, and say, have a look at the website, but where I want you to go to the About Us section. It is all there, done for you, guys, okay? Remember, every step of the way in this journey for you as a founder, the company have you covered. And that is just another example of what the company is doing for us as the founders. They have literally written it down for you, so you don't have to explain it. It is there. Very, very professional, looks amazing, and gives a very good overview of what OnPassive is and what we are trying to accomplish. Okay, so moving on then to the recap of last night. As always, there was proprietary information in there that I will not be sharing on here. Our CEO specifically said that there were certain things he didn't want to be shared out into the public domains. And obviously, I won't do that as well. But if you are a founder, you can log into your back office, go to the updates section, and there is the written update already there by Peter Surer, the lovely Janet Butler from the Bahamas, and Daryl Cook as well. They put that together collectively, and it is really, really very good and informative. And if it's not there already, very shortly, Marty will be posting up the recording of this as well. So I loved this webinar. Now I like all of them, but I specifically like this corporate webinar. Why did I like it? I liked it because It wasn't a long one, particularly. It was around about 2.5, 2.75 hours long. It had a much more business-like feel to it. And I really got the feeling and impression that now is the time for us and the company to say, right, we have been building, we've been getting ready and all the rest of it. It's now time to put the tie and the coat and the jacket on and all the rest of it. And we need to start looking like a business to everyone in the outside world. And I certainly got that feeling that things are becoming a lot more business-like now. And a lot of what was said on the webinar last night was appertaining towards that kind of environment. As far as I'm concerned, now I might be completely off the mark, but that's the feel I got from it. I really loved it for lots and lots of reasons. So let's get going then with this recap. Ash came on full of beans, as he always is, and he should be as well, because we are on that cusp, guys, of launching as a customer-based business. And it really is now just getting to the stages where we are dotting I's and crossing T's and making sure things are perfect. All the hard work really has been done. This is now, we're in the finishing touches stage. He came on, he said, well, hello. My name is Ash Mufareh and I love you and I thank you. Normally he comes on and says, I'm your friend. But today he came on saying he loves us all and the foundership. He said, we got a great agenda for you today. There are executives from the corporate side and other countries that we have not announced to you yet joining in the future. And we also have the technical team from Hyderabad joining us on this webinar for a short period of time today, just to go through stuff that they have been working on over the last 24, 36 hours. Now, I'm going to add to this point here now that he did say in the meeting that these guys have been there for over 24 hours. I mean, the dedication to the company and us, the foundership, from the Hyderabad team over there is second to none. I have never seen a workforce working so hard outside the normal hours of expectancy for business than this team over there. I applaud you. And without you guys doing the extras, then I'm sure we would not be where we are today. So kudos to you all over there. And we applaud you and congratulate you for your work ethics, for your tireless hours that you put in on a daily basis. They got a small break at the moment, a long weekend, because it is Diwali coming up. So Monday and Tuesday of next week. So the weekend and Monday and Tuesday is a holiday. And that sort of slots in with what some of the things that Ash Mufareh was saying on this recap. He said, we are certainly on track and progressing forward. And OnPassive will own the internet very soon. And he said, we are beginning with some releases in a couple of weeks to the founders. Now, I really got that feel of we are so close now. You know, when he starts mentioning things like a couple of weeks, normally he says words like soons, within the next few months or whatever. But he was very specific to say some releases within the next couple of weeks. Now, just going back to owning the internet, he did explain at length, and you can go and grab the recording of this, of why we will be owning the internet. We're not just talking about having an impact on the internet. We are going to be a company that owns the internet. Why? Because, as Ash Mufareh says, all roads lead to Rome. In other words, anywhere you look on the internet right now, there is something that somebody will want that is to do with OnPassive. Okay, everywhere you go, it all goes back into that pot. Satya, thank you so much for rejoining the Tea Club. Very, very kind of you. So he said, we are on track. Things are moving forward. Then he said that he wanted to start with a little bit of policing on guidance, and Mohammed Kamal came on, and he didn't lay down the law, but he certainly made it very clear that the do's and don'ts of what is expected of us as a founder. And I thought this was way overdue, in my personal opinion. And I won't go over what he said or anything like this on here because it really doesn't matter. But if you were on the webinar, you will understand why it had to be said. And unfortunately, some of the biggest problems that OnPassive have on a daily basis is not from external of OnPassive. It's not from governments. It's not from other companies. It's not from legislation or legalities or anything like that. It really is the foundership that tend to be a bit of a thorn in the side because they can't follow protocol of what they're meant to do. Ran Ben Yago from Israel, thank you for your super sticker, my friend. So, like I said, for me, I thought it was overdue, and I was very pleased to hear it. So, if you want to know what was said, then you can go and listen to that recording from engineer Mohammed Kamal. Andrew Colhern, thank you for your super sticker as well, my friend. That's very kind of you. He said, we are in a critical place within the launching process. And he says some things you will just see within your back office, the OBS, and other things we will share with you as a priority. Why is he telling us this? He's telling us this so if anything just pops up, he is giving you preempted warning that something might appear there that we didn't know about. So don't be shocked about it. And people can't say, well, nobody told us. But one thing's for sure, guys, us as the leadership here will try and give you as much notice as possible if we hear of anything going on. Rick Cosens, thank you for your super sticker as well. He said, if a leader wants to do an event on behalf of OnPassive, okay, the thing is, if they have a corporate name, then they must reach out to a specific department within the OnPassive corporate and put in a request for the permissions for them to be allowed to use the word corporate within their meetings. Now, if you're just having a meet and greet or a lunch, meeting other founders or things like this, this really is okay. You can carry on and do all of these sort of things on your own and off your own back, and you do not need any permission. But if you are going to have it out there, any meeting that is going to have the perception that this is a corporate meeting from OnPassive, then there is certain guidelines, guys, that we need to adhere to for this to happen as far as the corporate level is concerned. So now moving forward, anybody who is looking into having their own meetings within their own countries or wherever it may be, on a larger scale that is going to have a corporate feel, then these people need to reach out to a specific department in OnPassive. It's a good move, in my opinion. It will help standardize the expectations of what is accepted and not accepted, and it makes it a much more correct and business environment. You know, people will have to submit documentation. People will have to submit a schedule of what is going to be going on there and the reasons behind having these meetings. He said, speaking of events, we just got confirmation of a very important thing that is going to be happening, a new high. Remember, he says, once we've reached that top, okay, we're going to make a new top. Anthony Abetti, thank you for your super sticker, my friend. That's very kind of you. This is going to happen at the end of November. We will have a brand new top. And he says, this isn't just a bomb I am dropping on you right now. He said, this is a bomb of the atomic nature. It is massive. He said, if you think what we did in Dubai with the Burj Khalifa, it was big. Now, this is bigger than that. So I have no idea what it is, but I do know, because he said this, that it is the team in Dubai. Lynn Buck, thank you for your super sticker. He did say that it is the team in Dubai that have put this all up by engineer Mohammed Kamal, our CEO over there. This guy, by the way, Mohammed Kamal, has absolutely worked tirelessly. It's amazing how somebody's work ethic and what is important and all the rest of it, it rubs off on all of us. Ash Mufareh gives a little bit of himself to all of us. This is why I think so many people who are close to him work so hard for the company and him, because he exudes that way about what is important, you know. And engineer Mohammed Kamal certainly is that guy. He has worked tirelessly. He's put this together for this new top that's happening, a big event at the end of November. And it was a lot of hard work, guys, for him and his team to accomplish this. It's going to be completely disruptive. And the one thing that Ash said is it's going to put OnPassive on the global map. Literally, he said it's going to be on the global map and the visibility of a landmark location. So get your thinking caps on, okay, of what it could be and what they have got up their sleeve. But one thing's for sure, we will find out by the end of November what this is. That's when it's coming. So we're having good progress with the products, and Marty has said this on other times as well, that lots of products are done, dusted, they've been put on the shelf. Saying I've got no sound, Jane.
Well, I'm not listening to it now.
Okay, let's just do a sound check to make sure you can hear me. Is the sound okay? Okay. Well, let's get back to it then. I think it might have been internet rather than anything else, guys. Okay. So, yeah, Mohammed Kamal, he's put all this together. Absolutely amazing what he's managed to do. He said, so we're making good progress. Like Marty has said in other of his updates, products are done. They're dusted. They've been ticked off. They're now shelved. Why are they there? They're now shelved. Why are they there? Because we are going to have a release process, which Ash had told us, that is going to run all the way through into March, April, May time of next year. And I'll get into that into a little bit later on. This is very important news, and it's good news, guys, because it means that we have got that there, and then they can start on other stuff. He said this is not shared with the public, but we are glimpsing it a little bit here. Lewis White, thank you for your super sticker. So we're going to be finding out a little bit more of that in the coming weeks as well. He said we really are on the verge of a new era. This is when the Hyderabad board joined us, and they were sat in the background, but they're coming on because they wanted to share some information at the moment. He said that a lot of the products at the moment that we are have, or he is talking to us about, we haven't finalized the names and logos on the screen shares, which we have said. Why? Because we want to make sure that all the legal protection, the copyrights and the patented of these products and services are all done before the main release. So a lot of the things that you might have saw on the screen share last night and other times as well, it's probably not exactly going to be the same as that, because they really want to try their hardest to protect what we have. He said, us as founders, we will be able to have the ability to access the new back office, and from there, if you are a founder, you will see the icon for O-Founders. If you're not a founder, guess what? You will not see that icon there. And as he said, all roads lead to Rome. He said, but however, if you have entered OnPassive you are taken to that main dashboard no matter what. And that entitles you to have to sign up for certain things on there. Yes, you will see the main dashboard, but you won't necessarily have the ability to navigate around it until you actually sign up. And remember, once you have put your details into the application form, which you would have to do anyway, because you come in through a referral, if you remember. But if you go directly to the OnPassive.com website, this is how this rotator will work. You click on it, you put your details in it. That will be somebody's referral link, one of the founders. And that is one of the ways how you wake up one morning, bam, you have somebody in your organization. You've done nothing for it because they have come through that company website. Once they are there, then they have 72 hours, okay, to activate that account to make sure they are a proper person. So 72 hours as a guest, and this is to set up the EKYC. Now, a lot of people have said, what's EKYC, Red? I don't understand what it means. He said this is a two-step verification, 2 steps of the KYC, which is a know your customer. The E stands for electronic, okay? This means that it is all done by artificial intelligence, okay? So it is hands-free, all taken care of, machine learning, all the rest of it. That is what that part means. So once you've been verified, you're in. If you have not verified, okay, within a 7-day period after that, then that will be flushed. Now, here was a really good thing that he mentioned, just for verifying. So that's all you do, just for verifying, you will get 10 credits, okay, put into your wallet in the back office. Now, people are saying, well, what are these credits? I don't understand. Is credit money? Is credit whatever it is? Think of credits along the lines of coupons that you might get in a store. Where do you use those coupons? Say you go to Macy's, okay, and you have 10 credits or coupons that you can use in Macy's. What can you buy? You can only buy stuff in Macy's, okay? This is exactly the same. You can only use these credits within the OnPassive ecosystem. So anything to do with OnPassive within that ecosystem, you can use those towards a purchase of any of the products that you have to pay for in OnPassive. Whether it's a one-off, whether it's monthly, whatever it may be, you can use those credits. Now, do these credits have a value? Yes, they do have a value, but we haven't been told how that's all going to work. But one thing's for sure is those credits are to be used only, okay, within the OnPassive ecosystem. And now remember, he said a long time ago, as soon as you activate your account, you're going to be in the green. This is exactly what he is talking about. Just to activate your account, you get 10 credits put into your wallet. That means from that day, you are in the green. How cool is that? I mean, this guy has thought of every single thing for the benefit of not only the founders, but the customers and the resellers. So this credit can be applied to your first shopping within the ecosystem. So the first thing to be released, okay, which is going to be free, is O-Mail. And he discussed about that. They showed us a screen share of how it's all going to work. Okay, this is over market value. Okay, it's going to be a premium email system. Okay, it's going to have an AI secretary working in the background. So it's going to be text to voice, voice to text. You will have to verify your list, your address book within there to make sure every single person in there is a real person. You can accept or decline emails, and this is going to get rid of any spam that you have, okay? Because You choose what you want to receive. Now, I gave the example, and I'm going to give the example here. Jane, my wife, her daily routine, one of them is getting up in the morning, having a coffee, checking her emails. And what does she do when she's checking her emails? She's deleting loads and loads of spam, because she gets a lot, because it's an old email address. How many people do that on a daily basis? Millions, if not billions, do that on a daily basis. Why? Because they get inundated with spam from every single walk of life you can imagine, businesses. All right. So this will get rid of all of that, because every time you get a new email sent to you, it's your decision to accept it or to decline it. Once it's been declined, you will never, ever, ever get another email coming to you from that address. So cool. There is going to be a lot of people who are going to look at this and go, that is for me. I cannot stand it. So it's going to be unlimited, spam free, permission based. So the first time you send someone an email, you will receive an alert to accept that email or not. So that person will need to accept it or deny it. And also, guess what as well? It will map the location for you of where you want that to put. You can specify once anything from that email address or that person, I want it to go into this specific folder. And remember, he talked about a locked folder as well. Say, for instance, you want information from your bank or from a work colleague or from whoever it may be. That will come straight into your email and go straight into that folder without you having to do anything. And that means if for any reason, okay, you have a work station that has an open desktop or laptop and somebody might be coming past, it means they won't be able to view that email because it's gone straight into that locked folder. That is absolute high security. Again, another over market value point to what this email client will do. Really is the answer to so many people's problems that they have right now with the various emails that we are all using on a daily basis. It's also going to have multi-languages available, okay, that you can use for typing as well and for reading out as well. Email translation is going to have, when we start, remember, all these products we're talking about right now have to be launched, okay? It doesn't mean that they're going to stop there, right? Everything, this is the first launch, okay? It's the first phase, okay, of what we are doing. It doesn't mean to say that we're not going to drive forward, excuse me, and move it and make it better as we are going along. This is first phase, what we are launching with. This email client is going to have language translations for up to 10 different languages initially. They're obviously going to be the main ones. And then we will add, as we were going, security protection for attachments. That lock feature I told you about, the play text to speech, reads the emails. You can select if you have a male or female, different accents, different places, all sorts of things you can choose from. So you'll be able to have such a play around with this. Emails, with videos, with text, pictures, all sorts of stuff is going to be there as well. Okay, you can have as well options within it as well for autoresponders, auto generations, lots and lots of things as well. You can bunch stuff into groups or work colleagues. It's just mind-blowing what this can do. So anyone who sends out an email, okay, outside of O-Mail will automatically have a 3-day access to your back office. Why am I telling you this? Because I don't know how many people you have on your email address books right now. I've probably got a few thousand. Some people have got 10,000, 50,000, 100,000, whatever that number may be. But if you contact these people, not only are they going to get automatically a 3-day trial to use O-Mail for free, for nothing, okay? But they also then will have access to the OnPassive dashboard, which means they can see what is available to them just for clicking on that link. And they decide. This is the beauty about OnPassive. There's no one forcing them, no one going, well, you know, come on, or anything like that. They will automatically be added to your contact list as well. So if you've sent it out, Colonel, who is that? It's Colonel Daniel Lee. Thank you for your super sticker. So if you have sent out this email to people, and remember, OnPassive are going to give you the template for it as well, so you don't have to think of that. It's going to have your referral link already on it. You just send it. If any of those click on that and then join O-Mail, guess what happens? Automatically, they are going to be added not only to your email contact list, but they're going to show as a customer, a free customer within your organization as well. And it will tell you, that name will be there, and it will tell on the OBS, it will tell you within that name how that person came into your OnPassive organization. You'll see over a period of time, one will say O-Mail, one might say O-Connect, one might say O-Media, one might say O-Tracker, you know, whatever it may be, you will know exactly how that person came into OnPassive. And you're probably thinking, why is that important? It's important because you know that that's the product that they have got. You can then offer them other products in the OnPassive ecosystem. You can set templates will be done for this. Hey, whatever your name is, how do you fancy having a look at this? I think this is something you might like to have a look at. And you send it directly to that person within the back office ecosystem because they're already within your organization. Is there a good chance they might click on it? Yeah, there is, because they've already know that the stuff that they're looking at is above market value. Why wouldn't they want to? Genius, absolutely genius. He then moved on to O-Net, showed us a lot of things about O-Net. One of the fantastic things that I loved more than anything about how the OnPassive back office was showing was the color coordination. Now, I spend a lot of time in front of a computer, as many of you guys do there. And when I'm navigating, I sometimes get a bit lost, okay? I can't remember where I am, where I was, what's happening, all the rest of it. Ash has thought about that. So what has he done? He's specifically made sure that when you are in each of the products, they have a color theme and scheme. Okay, so you know by just looking at the colors where you are. Now, this is a subconscious thing, not necessarily a thing you have to think about. It's one of these subconscious things that is over time going to really help you when you are in your ecosystem within OnPassive, because just by the colors you will know exactly where you are. You won't even have to think about it. You'll look at a color, it'll be blue, it'll be green, it'll be yellow, it'll be orange, or whatever it may be, and you will know like that where exactly you are within your back office and which product you are in, because of that color scheme. And that is going to carry on and carry on all the way through. So O-Net, he showed us that. Wow, wow, wow. This is going to have so much stuff on it. Okay, it really is going to be something that their people are right now crying out for. Now, he mentioned something on Roblin as well. I don't know if you've had a chance to go to Roblin's recording from last night, but he gate crashed it with Marty and Chris, and then I popped on about halfway through or so. Again, some other great big bombs we're doing that. But let's go back to O-Net. He mentioned on Rob Lynn, people were saying, well, is our information, is it going to be vetted? Is it going to be, are we going to have freedom of speech and all the rest of it? He has got professors and scientists and all these sort of people that will be monitoring everything to do with O-Net to make sure that is not abused, to make sure that the right words are used and all the rest of it. That is how cool O-Net is going to be. Are you going to have freedom of speech? Yeah, to a certain extent. We do not want to have a society where you are stopped from saying what you want. But what you won't be allowed to do is use hate speech or abuse. We are not a political platform, so you cannot use it as one of those forums. This is a place where like-minded people will come and they will use O-Net because the AI that is involved with it, it will know, I'm a chef. This is my passion. This is my job. This is what I've done for such a long time. And this is what I like to follow. I like to follow cooking and all the rest of it. O-Net and OnPassive know that's what I like. They will suggest groups of other people in my own area that have that interest. Now, that is what O-Net is going to do. It's going to bring like-minded people with the same ideas, with the same interests together. And that is really the whole ethos of what O-Net is going to be. Is it going to be a social scene? Yeah, it is. We're going to have groups. We're going to have chat areas and all the rest of it. But it's much, much more than just that. There's going to be so much more to be involved. So he then ran through some of the products that are going to be coming out. There's going to be several, guys. I won't list them all, but there is going to be many when we start. I'll give you a hint. It's something to do with the month of the year. Okay, so you can work around that, and if you were on it, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. So that's where we're at as far as the launching of the products and services and what they're going to be there and how they are all going to go. He then mentioned about the founder's position, and he said that initially it was going to start from the day that we launched as a customer-based business, and from then on you were going to have 365 days for that initial $97, and then moving forward you would then pay another founder's fee if you chose to be a founder to carry on. What he's actually going to do is, because there is many products that he wants to roll out over a period of time, remember, you just can't have them all at the same time. It's counterproductive, really, if you give people too much, because they're always going to be looking for the next thing. If you roll it out in a controlled manner, then people are always going to be wanting to know what the next one is. And he reckons that this might take 6 months probably from when we start in November through to March, April of next year. Guess what he has done? He is saying, because I promised you this amount of products, this amount of services, I am not going to start your $97 foundership fee for that 1 year until I tell you around March or April of next year. Talk about giving so much value to us as founders. It beggars belief how much he can actually give us for that $97. It really is amazing how much he is giving to us. So your $97 you have paid, okay, I paid mine 4 years ago and I've not paid another bean. Or look at how much value I have had through that time. I know how I have changed so much within that 4 years to where I am now within OnPassive. And he's given us even more value for another 6 months. And then obviously it will start sometime mid next year, beginning March, April time, and then we'll have a whole year. Okay, then it will be the new founders payment, whatever that is. Okay, that'll be discussed in the next future. He talked a little bit about O-Tracker. It's going to start with obviously B2C, business to customer to begin with, and then it might change after that as well. This is, in his opinion, it's something that we as founders should have. Why? Because it gives so much in-depth information for you as a founder within every product. Okay. Yes, it's a standalone product, but it's also attached to every product that you already own. Okay, within OnPassive, it gives you so many different analytics, okay, that are important to you and your business. I keep reiterating the same thing: your business. What you do in OnPassive is your business, and you should run it as a business, plain and simple. So it'll have insights into data, how the platform has been used by the person. Okay, how many times they've opened an email, where their location is, what time they did it, and you know, all these types of things you will be able to get from O-Tracker. So it's certainly something I will be getting. O-Connect is definitely going to be one of our paid products. Okay, this is going to be included in the first release along with O-Tracker. He then talked about O-Media, which is one of the new things that he talked about. Okay, that's going to be there soon. He's not going to give any dates and times on it, but it's certainly going to be one of the backbone things of OnPassive. Okay, it's going to be a major backbone about learning, education, working on disruptive products, etc. See, all this is coming, guys. It really is going to be a one-stop shop as far as advertising is concerned. They will be able to take control of companies, individuals, advertising, marketing needs. Who knows? Governments might even be using it. Companies certainly will be, universities. This is going to be a professional, intelligent place for running any major campaigns. And I know there is other companies out there, but nobody does it the OnPassive way, do they, guys? So that is going to be very exciting to see how that's all going to pan out and work. He also said we are trying, okay, to make sure that O-Play is going to be coming for the big event in mid-November. They're working very hard on this at the moment. There is not a bit of a way to go, but there's a lot of things that need to be brought in to make all this happen. But he did say that he's going to have a lot of things involved with it. There's going to be family trivia, for instance, involved with O-Play whilst the actual game is going on. There's also going to be a fantasy football. There's going to be applications of in-match that you can use whilst you're watching whatever sporting event that is in the year. Now, this is something he said as well, is that initially he said we were only going to release O-Play with certain sports, but he says now this is going to be expanded into nearly every single sport that you love to watch. This is going to be global, guys. It's not individual to certain areas. This really is global. Yes, there is a third-party component to O-Play, okay, in the first release, at least anyway, okay, but one thing is for sure, there is going to be some disruption as far as O-Play is concerned. I also mentioned about a few other things that are coming along as well. I'll give you a little hint. He mentioned a thing called OTV as well. Wonder what that's going to be, but certainly very, very exciting. He said one of the other things that they're looking at as well is O-Booking. That's all going to be confirmed. Okay, when that's going to be here. But again, another very disruptive product platform. In fact, he said, okay, anything to do with booking a ticket, okay, will be something to do with O-Booking. This is going to be a business to business. Okay, it's going to be paid as well. So anything to do with subscriptions, ticketing, anything like that. Will go through O-Booking, and we'll get more details as well. And he said, oh, don't forget about O-Wallet. That again is a product on its own. This is a product that will have a referral link to it. Remember, guys, there will be people who will want to use O-Wallet as a virtual wallet as well. There's so many things, guys, that we kind of forgot about because we're getting so much information. It really is amazing. What else did he come on with? He talked about O-Connect. It will have a you'll be able to read your video and generate an avatar for you. You'll have different options you'll be able to choose for. So next time you log in, it will recognize either you or the avatar. Okay, absolutely amazing. He talked a little bit about the pending founder positions. I'm not going to go over them on here. If you want to know what the details of those were, you can read the notes, or you can actually watch the recording. And then he mentioned a little bit about the criteria for the global leader position. Again, guys, I'm not going to go into that as well, because there really isn't any need at this stage for this recap for that. The last thing I'm going to bring up is, remember I said that he gate crashed the Rob Lynn last night as well, or early this morning, whichever time it was. He dropped another big bomb on a new product. Now, he didn't give too many details about this product, but it's safe to say this is going to be aimed at a younger generation, okay? It is something that every single household will want to use. And he said that he passed this by his family, specifically Omar, okay, as if it was a good idea or something. So this is something that's going to be worked on, but I can confirm what the name of it, and it's going to be called OnJoy, OnJoy. Okay, not two words, one word, OnJoy. Okay, and it's to depict OnPassive and fun, having a nice time, joyful, all the rest of it. Okay, so start thinking about what that can be, but it's OnJoy, one word, not two words, one word, OnJoy. Okay, so start thinking about that. It's going to be great to see, and I can't wait for what that is going to be. So that's it for today's recap, everybody. I hope I've broken things down a little bit, made them maybe a little bit more understandable, to put it into different context that hopefully you guys can process. Now, I recommend everyone watches it again. Second time you hear it, more things. Let me just get rid of this person. There you go. So yeah, I'm really excited, as I always am, about OnPassive. The journey has been amazing, and in my opinion, it's only just started. You know, we have prepped the field, we have done all the groundwork. You know, now is the time to, you know, we've sowed the seeds, we've tilled the land, it's been watered, the harvest is coming up. It really is now time to reap the rewards of that hard work. It's getting very, very close now. I would not be surprised that we are getting more and more updates now on a regular basis. So look forward to what's coming our way. Certainly is going to be exciting. And thank you again, guys, for stopping by for my recap. It means a lot to me that you have taken the time out for that. Marty's going to be on at the top of the hour at 5, which is 12 for you guys over there. And then Chris Johnson's going to be straight after that. One other update that I have for you is I'm going to be going live with the lovely Pat Parent, and that is going to be at 2 p.m. Eastern. No, sorry, 1 p.m. Eastern. Let's get it right. So that is going to be in just over an hour's time. I'm going on with Pat Parent, so it'll be streaming on this channel, and we'll also try and get it onto Facebook as well through Pat's. So come along and listen to me and Pat having a bit of a chin wag, That'll be great. You never know, Jane might gate crash as well. So that's it from me for this Friday, the 21st of October. Thank you for everyone for your support. Thank you for those that gave me a super sticker. Much appreciated. It really, really is. That's it from me. I'll see you tomorrow, same time, for my Saturday update, and we'll talk about other things and go over a few more. Friday Night Live is on tonight. Okay, don't know what time that's on, but all the details are in your back office under the webinar section. And then obviously it's a packed weekend again, guys. We've got O-Tex, we've got Milo. I think he's got a special guest coming on, Doctor, who was on the O-Bless, whatever her name was, I don't know. She's on Milo. And then obviously on Sunday, got Heroes. There's also 2 meet and greets this weekend as well. All those details are going to be in your back office. That's it from me for today. Bye for now.